Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be doing something definitely a little bit different with this one. This is going to be a flight in the SF-25C, which is the motor glider that vSkyLabs recently released. So it'll definitely be the first time I've ever actually tried anything like this. I have tried one of the gliders in X-Plane and that didn't go very well, so I'm not super optimistic about this, but I'm hoping that I'll have a little better luck with this than I did in the glider. But even so, I will have to give them credit. They did a really good job of putting this together. It looks really nice inside. And if you're interested, it's $25 for the model, and I will leave a link in the description for that if you are. And the airfield we're at is Dunakeszi LHDK, which is a glider field, appropriately enough. So we're going to try and see if I can learn to actually fly this thing. Has a weird climbing profile. But I did read a little bit about gliders, so I have a relatively good idea of how it actually operates. Depends a lot on trimming. So I definitely have a really good trim set up here, so that'll be helpful at least. And I do just want to make it clear that I'm not a glider pilot, not a motor glider pilot. You know, I know rotorcraft, a little bit of fixed wing. This is definitely outside my scope, so because I know someone will end up posting a comment telling me everything that I did wrong here. So I just want to get that claim out there that I'm not implying or attempting to even hint that I know what I'm doing here. Kind of reminds me of the model by ABS71, the Fournier RF5B, or not RF5B, the RF6B. think I like the Fortner a little better, but this is not bad. And if you're wondering, yeah, I am eventually going to cut the engine. I'm just trying to give myself a lot of room for safety here. And of course, I picked a day when the maximum wind gust was 2 knots. And I believe that's already disappeared. And all joking aside, you know, like I said, if you want to complain, I mean, you know, that's fine, but I would appreciate if there are any glider pilots who may have some tips or anything like that, if you could put it in the comment section. Because I actually do kind of like this, so I may make it a habit of trying to incorporate the gliders and motor gliders into the channel a little more often. And I was also reading the article about the real model of this aircraft, and it's supposed to be a very forgiving, easy to fly model. So if anyone is like me, and you know you don't know anything about this, but you're just wanting to give it a try, this is probably a really good model to start with, from what I've read. I just wanted to try that maneuver. That's one I'd actually read about, so it would be kind of weird to look at. I mean, I may have been doing it wrong, but so I'll try to find the link and put it in the description. But I actually got the idea from a story I watched about I believe it was a 767 that actually ran out of fuel completely mid-flight, and they ended up having to use it like a glider. And one of the pilots happened to be an experienced glider pilot and used a side-slipping technique like that, where you basically cross the controls. Between the rudder and the aileron, you actually do a complete cross or opposing matchups of controls. And I think he was using it because it allows you to, you know, descend and lose altitude without gaining too much forward speed. And I'm also going to leave a link in the description for the airport as usual. This area in particular is, you know, I mean, it's not a, you know, very large or a popular area, you know, in the scheme of things, but it's one of my favorite places to fly an X-plane. You know, it has just enough detail without it being, you know, extremely overcrowded with stuff. this flight up, since I just wanted really to do a brief demo. But I'll probably add this to the schedule for one of my regular Leighton's flights. And I may go to a different location, but most likely I'll use this location again. And maybe do, like I say, a little more in-depth, longer flight. Whoops, we'll be going through a fence there, yeah. Well, not too bad. I think I probably could have survived gliding the thing through a fence like that in real life, but probably would have really wrecked the glider. So, anyway, it's the first try, so what do you expect, right? Anyway, thanks guys, I appreciate you watching, and like I said, I'll leave the links for everything in the description, and I will try to start working maybe some more flights in this aircraft, or maybe the other glider that I have, you know, to add a little more variety to the channel. So, but until next time, I appreciate you guys watching, and have a nice day.